U.S. Navy's latest game-changer in defense technology. Throughout history, control of the seas has defined the rise and fall of global powers. Today, the United States Navy is unveiling technologies that may redefine naval warfare for the next century. From laser weapons that strike at the speed of light to ships that sail without crews, the Navy's newest innovations are more than upgrades. They are game-changers in defense technology. In this video, we'll explore what these technologies are, how they work, and why they matter not only for the U.S. Navy but for the balance of power across the world's oceans. The evolving threats. Modern naval conflict is no longer about battleships exchanging heavy gunfire. The threats are faster, more complex, and more unpredictable. Hypersonic missiles can travel more than a mile per second, giving defenders only moments to react. Traditional missile defense systems struggle to keep up. Swarm tactics, using dozens or even hundreds of drones, can overwhelm defenses by sheer numbers. And beyond physical attacks, cyber warfare now targets ships' networks, navigation systems, and weapons control. To survive and dominate in this environment, the Navy can't rely on 20th century tools. It needs 21st century answers. The breakthrough technology. The first answer lies in directed energy weapons, high-powered lasers capable of disabling threats almost instantly. Unlike missiles that cost millions of dollars per launch, a laser shot costs just a few dollars in electricity. And it can fire again and again without running out of ammunition. With pinpoint accuracy, lasers can blind sensors, burn through drone fuselages, or disable incoming missiles all at the speed of light. But lasers aren't the only breakthrough. The Navy has also invested in electromagnetic railguns. By using powerful magnets instead of explosives, railguns can fire projectiles at more than 7 times the speed of sound. These rounds are cheaper, safer to store, and far harder to intercept than traditional missiles. Together, lasers and railguns represent a shift from explosive firepower to electric firepower, a revolution in naval combat. Integrating artificial intelligence. Advanced weapons are powerful, but their full potential emerges when combined with artificial intelligence. AI can detect enemy launches, track targets across the horizon, and recommend the best response in fractions of a second, far faster than human reaction time. It can distinguish between a decoy and a real threat, prioritize multiple incoming targets, and even operate defensive systems autonomously if necessary. AI is also central to intelligence gathering, processing the overwhelming flood of data from satellites, drones, and radar to provide commanders with instant situational awareness. In short, AI transforms ships from reactive platforms into proactive guardians of the fleet.
Good facts. This morning wants to rise. Yeah. Nice.
Unmanned naval platforms. The Navy's vision for the future doesn't stop with smarter weapons. It also includes ships without crews. Projects like Ghost Fleet Overlord have already proven that large unmanned surface vessels can sail thousands of miles, operate independently, and even coordinate as part of a larger fleet. These ships can carry sensors, weapons, or supplies, and because they require no crew, they can take on higher-risk missions. In swarm formations, unmanned ships could confuse enemy defenses, gather intelligence, or launch coordinated attacks without risking American lives. Together with aerial drones and undersea autonomous vehicles, these platforms create a layered, flexible, and persistent naval presence. Strategic impact. So what does this mean strategically? First, the cost equation changes dramatically. Imagine intercepting a multi-million-dollar missile with a laser shot costing only a few dollars. That flips the economics of warfare. Second, it forces adversaries to rethink. Strategies that rely on missile barrages or drone swarms become far less effective against ships armed with directed energy weapons and AI. Third, it expands deterrence. By fielding technologies that neutralize threats before they become overwhelming, the U.S. Navy signals to rivals that escalation will not pay off. This isn't just about new weapons, it's about reshaping the global balance of power at sea. From lasers that fire at the speed of light, to railguns that launch hypersonic projectiles, to ships that need no sailors, the Navy's future fleet represents a revolution in defense technology. It's not science fiction anymore, it's happening now, and it will shake the conflicts of tomorrow. But the big question remains, will these technologies guarantee American naval dominance for decades to come, or will rivals develop counters just as quickly? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more deep dives into the future of defense.
Good facts.